My quality looks horrible now because I turned off every damn light.
Well, it's all the light. It's daytime, man. We ain't got that ambiance for night.
I think we're live.
What's
We
up,
live.
Go ahead,
What's
BG.
going on, everybody? How y'all doing? This is BG Tech Life Attain 100, and I got some fellow members with me, and fellow members also joining in. And today we just bringing you some afternoon tech talk. You know, something different, not our normal stream, but we just felt like hopping on and talking about some things that's unfolding. You know, they had the OnePlus event today, but let me go ahead and let my team members go ahead and introduce themselves.
What's good? It's your boy Rob, RP3. You know my channel over on YouTube at RP3 Tech Reviews. You can also follow me on Instagram at RP3_Tech and Twitter at RP3_Tech. What's up?
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Joseph from Quarantine Joe Tech Reviews. That's my new name for my YouTube channel. Just talking tech with BG and Rob and sanitizing my phones and my hands. But, you know, let's have some fun.
Yeah. So, like I said, we just came on. I mean, it's an elephant in the room. It's a big old elephant in the room.
Dude, I'm trying to lose weight, bro. Calm down.
Oh man,
I'm trying to lose weight, dude. God.
No, not that type of elephant. And I would be the elephant actually, because I got gray on. What's up? We got 6 Luis in the building. What's up, everybody that's checking us out? But yeah, man, we just talking about this OnePlus new device, the OnePlus 8 and the OnePlus 8 Pro. Definitely interesting. Definitely something nice to watch, something to check out on the, it's been, all the news has been, about you know what. We ain't even gonna talk about it, but you know what all news been about. But it's nice to get some tech news and check out the new device today. YouTube was flooded, man. I will say that OnePlus, that must have been their marketing thing for everybody to drop a OnePlus 8 video at the same goddamn time. Because if I look at all my subscriptions, the whole screen was filled up with OnePlus 8. You know what I mean? Did y'all notice that?
Yeah, the minute the stream went off, it dropped. All the major influencers or whatever name you want to call them, they done had the phone for at least a couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah.
At least 2 weeks. So they're dropping review videos. A lot of people think they're giving reviews after one day. No, they done had that phone for about 2 weeks, according to if you saw Marquez Brownlee's tweet. And he just, they just all been under that keep everything non-disclosure.
Right.
Well, I gotta show y'all the OnePlus real quick. No, I'm just kidding.
What up, Will D?
Okay, Will D in the building. What's going on? But what do y'all think about that? Just I don't want to just jump straight into the phone, because if you seen the one phone release, you've seen 1,000 phone release. But what do y'all think about that actual in the current event or the current state of the union, how they actually released the device in the advertisement? Is this some folks that could take notes off of what they did today? Because I'm sure that phone is big in the tech community right now, just based off of, even if you wasn't thinking about it before, once you looked at your YouTube or once you looked at your notifications, it was there. What y'all think about that?
Ford, you want to go first? You want me to? I can run off at the mouth for.
I know. I mean, BG, as far as what they did, the little presentation was a little boring, but I mean, you like you said earlier, everything's been about a certain, story, and it's good to have, this thing to talk about, the phone, and they have to drop the phone. They can't. What they gonna do? Wait until everything opens up again? And they've been having this plan for probably 6 months, and I think overall it's a good thing, and other companies should follow and still have their events. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to have an event where 100 people sitting there watching the event going over phones anymore for the next, 6 months to a year. I mean, this is pretty much what you're going to get at events now. Is just everything chopped up, put together, and one guy speaking in front of an empty audience on a stage. You know, I mean, I don't think companies are just going to say, "Hey, we got a new phone, and here it is." Only LG would do that.
Right. I mean,
And
I
it may be Apple. Apple might drop a budget iPhone out of the blue and just, "Hey, here's a press release. Here's the phone. You can get it here, and here's the specs." But you know,
My opinions on what OnePlus did was all of these events are somewhat boring, but they're done just to hype up their product. But at the same time, this was probably the one launch event that kind of polarized a little bit the tech community. And the reason why I say it kind of polarized it, that a year or two ago, we were all seeing this coming down the road where prices was headed towards the $1,000 mark. And we was kind of planting our flag in the sand saying, man, I ain't gonna buy no $1,000 phone. I ain't gonna do this. I ain't gonna do that. But at the same time, there were companies we knew could get away with charging $1,000 based on their ecosystem, the products they have, the reputation of the company, all of that. OnePlus, for some reason, OnePlus doing a 1K phone is probably the most polarizing thing to probably happen in a minute out of all these phones hitting 1K and now 1,500 and shooting to 2K. And with OnePlus having that reputation of being the budget flagship killer and watching them slowly morph into just another company, it's kind of hard for them to sell a $1,000 phone, and they can't even back it up with a tablet or something like Dex or something that can bring you more into their ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? So this was, to me, it was a real polarizing moment just based on their price. But they did try to offer you a olive branch with a OnePlus 8. But the Pro, that's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people, just based on the history of the company.
Well, you're right, Rob. You hit it on the nose. But if that's a big question as far as $1,000 for a OnePlus phone. But I got to introduce these guys, man, because these are some great guys, man. Y'all go ahead and introduce yourself, man. We got two more members in the building on a midday Tuesday.
What up? This is Eric Kelly, aka the Tech Gentleman, here to talk about these OnePlus shenanigans, man.
Go ahead, dude.
You gonna introduce yourself or he can't hear shit?
Nah,
he got his mic off.
Okay.
He on mute.
He putting his ears in. He just put his ears in.
You can't hear you still. You on mute.
You on mute, fool.
Mute. There you go.
Yeah, woo.
Turn it. Come on. Take it to mute off.
His mic might not be hooked up or something.
Yeah, mic might not be hooked up.
We don't.
Man, we thought you was official tissue with that boom mic.
Right.
And he froze up.
Oh, right. So we're just.
There you go. Come on, unmute your mic.
Hey man, shut your mouth, man. I'm trying to work. I'm just jumping in, checking y'all out.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Hey man, do what you do, man. Man, I'm gonna chime in, man, because I think I'm probably the biggest OnePlus fanboy in the group. This is more than a hard pill to swallow, man. To me, this is OnePlus selling out. Because obviously, this is almost a $200 jump. And this phone isn't much better than the OnePlus 7 Pro. But the OnePlus 7 Pro is still a great phone. Like, it's the foundation of this phone. This ain't $200 better. Like $1,000 starting out. I mean, not starting out, but like for the 12 gig model, that's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy, man.
Do you think their history is the thing that's messing them up, or they don't bring enough to
No,
the table?
no, nobody else can do this. This is a Samsung Apple thing, right? Like LG has been making phones for years. LG make TVs, washing machines, refrigerators, bulldozers. They make everything. They can't charge $1,000 for a phone.
Yeah.
All OnePlus make is the OnePlus. Like you can get you a little OnePlus case, you can get you some OnePlus earbuds, and that's it. They don't have an ecosystem. They don't have a software system.
Laptop,
Like
tablet.
yeah, like you can't be you. The only way you can be Mr. OnePlus is if you walk around with 6 OnePlus devices in your pocket. That's it. There
Mm-hmm.
is no ecosystem to buy into. There's no like benefit. Like you still gonna have to be a part of somebody else's ecosystem. Like I got my OnePlus, but then I got my Samsung Chromebook, or I got my Apple MacBook, or I got
And,
my LG laptop, or
yeah.
whatever.
And just because
And,
they let you link your Samsung watch to a OnePlus, don't make it an ecosystem.
and exactly, man. And so my thing is the thing that you're paying for with Apple and Samsung is to be a part of that ecosystem. Like using like right now, I got a Tab S4 that came out in 2018, and right now I get phone calls and text messages on it because I have the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Like my phone is mirrored on there, notifications mirrored on there. Like I got a laptop, but then my OnePlus phone can be linked to my laptop through the your phone link or whatever. There's something else that Samsung has set up.
Mm.
Like when you look at the side of a OnePlus box, it's like OnePlus. You look at the Samsung box, it's like Dolby Atmos and Microsoft and all these other pieces of, all these other entities, all these other pieces of tech.
Right.
So it's kind of crazy.
Hey, you want to hit the
Just comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna breeze through the comments, guys. Thank y'all for checking us out, man. Midday. This is definitely we just on it. We want to speak on it. Like I said, we got Sean in the building. We got Will in the building, of course. What up, y'all? We got Brock in the building. What up? We got Six Luis in the building. The question is, what brand now is the new OnePlus with the never settle title? Yeah, they definitely not the old OnePlus no more. Somebody can definitely take that spot. And I think the budget Samsung devices kind of taking the spot of what OnePlus used to be.
No.
I think they is. I think
Xiaomi all day.
Xiaomi.
Yeah, because you have to get Xiaomi the same way you got the old OnePlus. OnePlus, you had, I mean, if you even go all the way back to their origins when they had CyanogenMod as their main OS, you had to get on a mailing list to get OnePlus. And then they only made so many phones per year. Then each year they edged up. But the new OnePlus, in my opinion, is Xiaomi. Samsung could never be the new OnePlus because they got budget phones. They don't even care about them budget phones.
I'm not saying that they really so much care about the budget phones, but what I'm saying is a lot of people that back in the day when OnePlus first came out and with the OnePlus and the OnePlus 3 and all that type of stuff, the people that I saw with those devices, now when people want to go buy a budget phone, a lot of people is buying them A series phones. But let me finish up the comments real quick. Shout out to Munchie in the building. He said a $750 Pixel killing that camera would be funny. Of course. They done definitely committed suicide because the Pixel is definitely gonna hit them in the head. Pixel this year gonna hit them in the head for what they asking for that device. We got Echo Babe TV in the building. OnePlus finally on Verizon. Yeah, that's big, but at this price point, it's not as exciting as it would have been. I think maybe if they had $1,000 device at the same time, they should have came out. OnePlus need for what they just did, they need an XR. They need a version.
That's the OnePlus
That's
8.
the OnePlus 8.
That's the but
the
it's
OnePlus 8.
not at that price.
Yeah, it is.
The OnePlus 8 is $699.
No, what I'm saying, no, they need something cheaper than that. They're not Apple. XR for OnePlus will be $399.
So the OnePlus 8 is a great device. It's essentially the OnePlus 7 Pro.
Right.
Like just with an upgraded processor.
Yeah,
so but for $699, that's
a good price.
That's an outstanding price.
Nah.
Yeah.
90 hertz.
I mean, the only thing that you because it's got the Snapdragon 865.
No, because it's got that display.
Yeah.
What other phone has a 90 hertz AMOLED 2K display at that price point?
At that price point.
The screen is
Just
only
combined with
1080p, right?
And it's the same size of an iPhone 11 Pro Max.
I thought
Well,
the 8 was only
And you
1080p
get more
though.
screen. You get more screen real estate than the iPhone 11 Pro Max.
I'm not saying
And we
what
can't
I'm
compare it to
saying
the
is,
touchscreen.
no, what I'm saying is, but for a phone company that pegged themselves the flagship killer, they should have found a way. They should have found a way to make a very budget friendly device.
BG, when was the last time?
They got that coming. They got
when was the last time you heard OnePlus said it was a flagship killer? When was the last time you heard that?
They haven't really said it in years. But they got a budget. They got a budget phone that's coming. That OnePlus Z. That's supposed to be coming.
They need to put it out there then, because this is full. Like I said earlier. Okay, you pay $1,000, just like we said, you pay $1,000 for a Samsung phone, pay $1,000 for an iPhone, and it's not because of all this hardware. It's not all about the hardware. It's about the name. It's about the accessibility, the accessories, just the whole ecosystem. So it's no way. I mean, I've never owned a OnePlus phone, so go ahead and drop your comments for that. I don't care, but my interest would not be in this new OnePlus device. It would be in an older OnePlus device. Like I said earlier when I was talking to y'all, I'm not interested in something that organic costing $1,000. That grassroots type of device costing $1,000. They have to.
So
how
I
much?
think they're a little past grassroots at this point. You know, they've been making phones for like 5 years, something like that.
Yeah, like you said, only phones,
so,
only phones, and they were
been,
built off budget. And are they?
But BG, if you're a startup company, if we bought phones called the BG Tech Life phone, we don't expect you to have a whole ecosystem before you even 10 years old.
My thing is, if I'm charging the price of flagship devices, Rob, I have to somehow, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, I have to beat the flagships.
You would.
I have to. If I was a flagship competitor at a cheaper price, it was always a flagship competitor, not all the way there, a little unfinished, but yes, it was a competitor to flagships. So now when I take this jump to flagship and I was able to kind of compete, I've got to be better than the flagships, hands down now. And I'm the same price as the
They started from nowhere. They didn't start like how my man did with the Essential. They didn't walk in the door with billions of dollars in their pocket. They started off with an email system, selling their phones. You had to get on a list. And for this company to grow the step by, I mean, if there was a company that should never have failed, it should have been the Essential phone, because they have billions. They could have walked in the door on day one with tablets, computers, the Essential phone. They could have walked in the door day one, but it took them at least 2 to 3 years to be even recognized, just based on how they were selling the phone. So really, they're 3 years old as a big time company. They might be 3 years old as a big time company. So do you expect a company that's legit, that's been a legitimate company for 3 years, to have a whole entire ecosystem, 36 months?
Well,
I don't expect them to have an ecosystem. I don't expect them to have the same price as their competitors. Though.
BG, how much you can get the S20 S20 Plus for when it first came out?
I don't know.
$11.99. Guess what it has? 865 processor, 128 gigs, a 6.7-inch screen, 4 cameras, waterproof. It has everything but OnePlus is $300 cheaper.
I need you to clean out your goddamn ears, fool. I said all of that. I said it has everything as far as hardware goes.
And what the fuck you bitching for?
I'm saying it's not the phone doesn't carry the name. It don't carry the name. It don't carry
it's a OnePlus.
Yeah. So what's your opinion? So I think we got to look at the business model. Like a couple of things that y'all talked about. Like BJ, you mentioned, you know, OnePlus not having like a budget phone. Apple, because their sales were dipping so much at the expensive ass phones, they had to come out with a budget model. OnePlus started out in the budget realm, and now they're reaching up into the flagship realm. But their budget phone right now, like if you want a $400 OnePlus, you buy your OnePlus 7, OnePlus 7 Pro, OnePlus 6T or something like that. I think OnePlus 6 is like $350 or something like that.
Right.
So BG, last year
there's
you
nothing touching
said
them phones at those prices. So they've got that on lock.
BG said last year though that OnePlus is missing out. They don't have wireless charging and waterproof. They get waterproof and they charge a little bit more. And now
a little bit more.
Not a little bit more.
But let me
a little bit more.
$150 more, I think. Yeah, I mean that's a little bit. I mean, to me,
you can go in your garage and add wireless charging and waterproof to a phone for less than $150.
I mean, they always said that waterproofing would cost a thing, $150, and y'all crying about $150.
But let me ask you guys something.
Because it's not worth that.
Okay, then
why not? So we can, if we took the mentality of okay, we never going to talk about these phones that come out, so it's nothing to fucking talk about. Either you like it or you buy it or you don't. The whole purpose of us being on here is to talk about the phone, Forbes. So but I'm just saying, you keep trying to go into that Samsung, and I don't understand.
I'm not going at Samsung. I'm saying I'm going at you because you're like it's $899. It's not a flagship killer. Like, what the fuck? You want them to sell the phone for $400 and never raise the price?
They can't do that because that business model, but that business model, that selling the phone for $400, that business model, they can only do it for so long before more companies would have came in. So put it like this: they would have been competing against maybe 6, 7, 8, who knows how many companies at that $300 to $400 price mark. But now they decide to go up and only narrow their competition to maybe 3 companies. So they'd rather take their chances fighting it out with Samsung, Apple, and LG than to fight it out with Xiaomi, Poco, Red, Nubia, Motorola. It's too many guppies in the pond. They want to try to be a shark and go up there. They think they got a shot against those guys. And they're going to try to undercut just the flagships. They're not going to fight the little guys no more because too many of them to fight.
So you basically saying that has OnePlus, right? Have they officially took LG spot?
No, because only 12% of Americans know about it, and that source came from Jutner from Your Average Consumer. He got some nice stats on his video about how much market share OnePlus has.
Yeah, I mean Huawei took LG spot without putting the phone out in America. So.
Right now, if Huawei was,
it ain't even close.
Right, if Huawei could sell phones in America, OnePlus would be in trouble.
Oh, they didn't even compete.
Right.
OnePlus is like both these companies are Chinese companies.
Right.
Just in China, which is really what matters. Like they sell phones outside of China, but Huawei in China is like, I mean, they're like a superhero, and OnePlus is like
LG.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Huawei beat Apple so bad in China that Apple don't even sell phones in China no more. Or at least they're drawing back from selling phones. Like they couldn't even compete with Huawei in China.
Right.
So
like that's how hard Huawei is beating folks behind. Man.
I got a question then. So right now, you know what I mean? So Forbes, I'm not going.
Sure.
Rob, do you own a V60?
I haven't picked one up. I was still thinking about doing it, but I wanted to see what the one. I
All right.
wanted to see what the One Plus was going to do before I made my decision.
Okay. The Tech Gent. You don't own one? Okay,
No, I
Forbes.
don't
You own
own
a
one
V60.
because I couldn't even buy one.
Uh, so Forbes, you own a V60, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna ask Tech Gent and Rob here. If you had a choice right now, if you could just click a button and you get sent the phone, based off because y'all don't own the phone and just off of what you've seen and word on the street and word of mouth for YouTube, V60 or the OnePlus 8 Pro.
I'm probably gonna have to do the V60 only because I currently use a V35 to film all my videos, and I had plans for the V60, but the fact that they don't, like, I literally can't buy it unless I become a T-Mobile customer or
Oh.
pay $950 for it from Verizon. Like, that's a phone that I would have use, like, that's a phone I would have use for outside of just being a phone. Like the OnePlus, it'd be cool, but I got other, I got other reasons for wanting the V60.
Okay. So you don't. So okay. Go ahead, Rob.
Me, I am literally like, if it was like two buttons and I twirl my finger around and hit it, whatever one was sent to me, I would be happy with. Like if I hit One Plus, so I'm kind of split down the middle, but I'm kind of leaning more towards One Plus.
Okay.
So that would
Now,
be the one I go with, the OnePlus 8.
so you'll go with the OnePlus 8,
But
and
if I just drop my hand and whatever it hit, whatever button I hit, I wouldn't care, to be honest with you.
you won't care. But if you had to, if the only way the button got pressed, you had to make a decision.
It'd be OnePlus.
Be OnePlus.
Yeah.
So with
Because
your
of my
answer,
history,
right?
because of my history with LG too. Because I have a love hate history with LG, and I hate them more than I like them.
Okay. Now I was just wondering. I was just wondering, guys, because it seemed like Tech Gentleman he got a lack of faith in the cameras and and the OnePlus 8 Pro or just OnePlus cameras, period.
Well,
And it seems like Rob might have a lack of faith in LG, period, as a brand and their production, and I can see that a little bit. And
well, so
Quarantine Joe, I
So
don't
well,
know. You
I
never know
got a
what
lack
the
of
fuck
faith in the,
Quarantine Joe is thinking.
I got a lack of faith in the LG cameras as well. Outside of the manual video, like just as a point and shoot, like LG and OnePlus kind of in the same boat with me. They could be my own camera.
Right.
Like I would definitely need like Samsung or Pixel or an iPhone or something like that.
LG
Yeah.
left too much of a bad taste in my mouth, far as lawsuits with that G4, that G5
Yeah,
debacle. There were just software was cartoonish. They didn't care. They don't update. That V20 took a year to get an update. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
man.
It was so many little things that LG does that kind of tick me off. Whereas OnePlus was always on point with software.
Yeah,
They
Right.
try. I give them effort for their camera. They try to help. Their camera still wasn't crap, but they tried. I
yeah,
appreciate effort. LG didn't give a crap. At
yeah.
V20, that's ridiculous. 1 year for an update. And then
Yep.
that G4, and you had a lawsuit. My G4 just froze. I had a brand new G4 just froze up out of no reason, just turned into a damn paperweight. I flung that shit out the window.
I had the same thing. I had about 4 G4s. I still got my
Yeah,
G5 though, with
yeah.
the
I had
camera attachment that sags at the bottom.
Yeah.
yeah. I was on the class action for the G3. G3. LG was on the right track, man. That was a beautiful phone. Had the first 2K display in America, but you couldn't use the phone. Like you could take the phone out and sit it on your desk with the screen off, and it would overheat just from being on. Like it would throttle down all the time because it just couldn't. It couldn't run that screen without overheat.
Right.
There was a class action for that. Then I had the V20 Rob because the Note 7,
Yeah.
did what it did.
Yeah.
Had the V20, was filming for my channel. That phone came out and you remember that phone was the one that came out with, I think it was like whatever version of Android was out. It was, the first one to ship with that version of Android. Ship with it and get an update after that.
Yeah.
That's
And they had
crazy.
It was broken, man.
opportunity because the Note 7 got taken out the picture.
Yep.
And LG did nothing.
Nope.
They did.
They
LG,
had it.
no, they
fell in
did
their
do
lap.
something.
No,
I
it fell in
had
their lap.
they lied. They did
And
they
they
you know what
fumbled.
they did? They had that. What was it? I had a Note 7. I had to get rid of the Note 7. I end up with the LG V20.
Everybody did.
Everybody. So then, right?
Yeah.
But the thing was, when you got the LG V20, the software was garbage for a year.
Exactly.
And the software was
Exactly.
garbage for a year, and then you had to go and then it got an update, and everybody jumped back on the V20 train like 8 months later.
It was a
Yeah.
year
It
when
was
I
too
got
late.
Yeah,
It
it
was,
was. It was.
'cause-
Yeah,
yeah, it was too late then because you had the new S series phone that came out,
right,
and then the Note 8 was about to drop.
right.
And so at that point, LG for a whole year they didn't fumble.
was
Basically,
crushed.
they had people making videos talking about how bad the phone is, and they got no updates. This and that's broke, camera issues, overheating issues, and they didn't do anything.
And
Yeah.
see that will put a sour taste in my mouth for LG. So right now I'm left with these choices of the LG and the OnePlus.
Pause.
Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, I feel you, Rob.
Yeah.
I'm about to mute all
Well,
y'all.
that's,
I'm about to mute all y'all fucking mouths talking bad about LG like that.
Hey,
Now,
hey, can I
hey,
go
man.
with these comments?
Did I lie?
no, yeah, I did.
So where's the last? My V35 still on Android 9.
Let me check these comments out. We got everybody in the building. Big Dog said, "All I hear is crying about the price. If it's too much for you, sit on the porch and let the big dogs play." Big Dog, they talking that bullshit, man. Okay, our Doug said the OnePlus 8 is $100 jump, basically the same as the 7. Okay, Sean O says you don't get no dongle in the box. I mean, what OnePlus ain't gonna survive with these prices. I mean, because I don't know how people gonna be looking at OnePlus in the Verizon store. I mean, I think the new OnePlus is real me. That's what our Doug said. OnePlus thought that was an invite system, not to too many people, because you had to be invited in order to purchase. I remember that. Brian Liu said, "Forget the Pixel 5. The Pixel 4a could have a better camera." That's definitely a sleeper phone right there. The Pixel 4a. Big Doug said the Pixel 4 had crap cameras. And Sean O say now they should call OnePlus the new ad should say "Never settle to break your pockets." I mean, we got Tech for Your Knees in the building. What up, Tech for Your Knees? Brian Liu, he's out in NYC living that quarantine life. You be safe out there, man. Definitely be safe, bro. He said Apple is smart. They got accessories to add in more profit. Yeah, man. People love accessories and knickknacks, man. I mean, I love knickknacks.
Market the most expensive stuff to you to make you buy it. That damn keyboard, $350, and I actually want that shit.
Bro, I thought I was, because it sit up a little bit in the air. I thought that shit was tough. I don't know. I'm crazy like that though. I'm still trying to decide like what I'm gonna do on the Apple forefront. Yeah, man. Big Dog said the Samsung S20 Plus sucked this year. No, to me the S20 Ultra sucked this year.
Yeah.
My man Sean O said I did the bait and switch. We got everyday tech in the building. What up? We got Spectacular Gadgets in the building. How you doing? Hey yo, shout out to Spectacular Gadgets. I never wanted the foldable device. You know my man Mark in the building. What up? But Mark, I never wanted. You said who else? Oh,
Everyday Tech.
Oh yeah, Everyday Tech is in the building. What's going on, Everyday Tech? How you doing, brother? I never wanted the foldable device. You know, I always say fuck foldables. I don't have no interest in foldable devices. The shit was retarded to me. But Spectacular Gadgets did a case video with a fold. Yo, bruh, the shit was looking so exclusive. and just so, you know what I mean? The shit was looking so pimp. I'm like, yo, I got it now. That's in the back of my mind, bro. That's in the back of my, because she had the original case that come with the fold. Then she bought us clear speaking case, and I mean just the little screen on the front. That's, you know, I don't like that flip. The one that looked like the flip. The Samsung Flip looks like a cosmetic pouch to me, like something a woman would have her makeup in. It reminds me of one of them. So that's not really me, and it don't have no screen on the outside. So that really, I don't have no interest in that. But that fold with that screen on the outside, even though it's not that big, that shit was looking boss in that video, man.
Hey, it's funny you mentioned the fold, man, because you can go on. Last time I was on Swapper, they had folds on there for like 1,100, 1,150 mint.
Damn, 1,100.
Like we used to, yeah, man. I almost bought it, but I already had the plans. Also, I'm not on AT&T, so.
Alan over here asking questions.
But,
Alan asking questions from the comments. Talk about Tech Gent. You think the Mate 30 Pro cameras will be better than the 8 Pro? Until the 8 Pro is in our hands, the 8 Pro they can break it for them.
So this the one. So this is a power move from OnePlus because T-Mobile, we gotta be honest. T-Mobile does a lot of hype. They do a lot of social media shenanigans and stuff like that. But they still firmly in third place as far as subscribers. Having your phone on the shelf at an AT&T or at a Verizon is a major deal. So now you got access to like 100 million more people that can walk into a store and put their hands on your device and actually hold it next to an iPhone, hold it next to a Samsung. As far as the cameras go, I'll actually be able to test them out. I can walk into a Verizon store, test them out, and see. I Initially I'm thinking they're going to be pretty good. I know MKBHD said that they're actually flagship level cameras. You know, usually with OnePlus devices, the camera is kind of like an asterisk. It's like, don't get your hopes up. But you're saying that this year they're actually pretty good. He said they're like kind of like a notch below Pixel and iPhone. But he said they're like kind of compete with Samsung a little bit. So I don't know. Cameras are just like a real quirky thing because like the Mate 30 Pro, the zoom is great. The portrait mode stuff is great. The night mode is crazy, but some stuff is just kind of weekend. Same goes for the Samsung. Like everything kind of hit or miss.
Do you think they trying to put in a built-in excuse with the OnePlus camera by saying, you got that 10-bit of information with the camera now if you shoot it in RAW, meaning that you can take it into a photo editing and really jazz it up because you're working with more pixels in comparison to an 8-bit picture.
They probably are, but I hope that they don't lean on that too much because look where it got LG.
Right.
I mean, LG under the radar. LG been recording HDR video and high bitrate stuff.
Right.
Video quality wise, LG probably the best on the phone you can get if you go into manual mode and take care of and manipulate the options. But don't nobody care about that.
Shout out to Everyday Tech. $14.99 super chat. Super chat is wide open, y'all.
Super chat is wide open. Shout out to Everyday Tech, man. Go ahead, check them out, man. Wanted to show the love, man. The love was felt, brother. I appreciate that, man. It's going right back to the channel.
Yeah, iPhone love.
Yeah,
man.
You can't.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say the camera's kind of just, I don't know. That's not gonna sell nobody. Everybody got good cameras.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, but actually, in the Verizon store, if you got a OnePlus phone in the Verizon store, the average person already know what they're getting when they go on the Verizon. You never go to the Verizon. How many? It's only. I would say this. Most of the time, it's only. I would say an elderly person or older person who go into the Verizon store, need a phone, and actually is sold a phone. I would say that. I want because most people when they go in there, they already know what they want or they know what they get. You know, the kids, that's hands down. You under 25, you already know what it is. You see what I'm saying? Unless you got some type of special interest in Android devices. You see what I'm saying? So it's probably people that might have wanted to check out a OnePlus that haven't done it yet. And now that it's in Verizon, it may be an option for them. But
I think you hit it on the head. And I kind of feel like this way with all Apple people. Like if you got an Apple, you going into the store for the next Apple. You're not going like Android isn't just going to be an option. Like you're not going to see an Android device and like, oh, this might work. Like that's not going to happen if you got an iPhone. Especially if you tied to the iMessage and the ecosystem. You're not just going to jump ship like that. You got a Samsung, you might go ahead and go ahead and see what else is out there. But I mean, there's a lot of folks that don't have either one of those devices. They might have like a cheaper Samsung or LG or Motorola or something like that. And I don't know what variants Verizon gonna be selling, but if they get that $699 or the base 8 Pro in there, it might be interesting. Might be able to pull some people over.
no doubt. No doubt. But as far as marketing go, what do you think about how did your YouTube look, tech gentlemen, this morning once they dropped once they dropped all them videos? Like how did was you like me, like god damn, like it was like a bomb exploded on YouTube.
Yeah. And it's funny you say that because that's usually what we expect, especially being YouTubers. We kind of know about embargoes lifting and stuff like that. But I ain't seen one lift like this in a long time, man.
Yeah, that shit was strategic.
Yeah, people had, all day like, this is my 2-week review, and this is my in-depth camera review, and these are all the cases you can. I mean, they had the spread, man.
They really did. Like, damn. I'm kind of jealous though, but that's okay. Marquis said OnePlus got to cut the check to get Verizon to push it. Yes, that is true.
They do. They do.
Is it worth that investment? Yeah, it's worth that investment. But I mean, you gotta understand that for them to only have a 12%, only 12% of the American market to know what a OnePlus is, just only based on the strength of only having T-Mobile push your phones, it's going to go up now. That Verizon is going to be pushing your phones now, and actually talking about your stuff and putting it in the main part of your store next to a Samsung phone or iPhone when you walk into a Verizon.
But
that's going to pay off big time, that shelf placement.
And they need to put it in some celebrity hands, just like they did with that V60. They need to pay some celebrities.
They tried.
But now that now see, even before, but it was in certain outlets. But now being in Verizon, you see what I'm saying? But that with a combination of Verizon, Will D said Verizon bloat and stamp on the back. No thanks. You think they're gonna put that Verizon stamp on that OnePlus phone?
I don't think that. I don't know.
That would be
T-Mobile didn't do it.
That would be that would be horrendous.
I don't think T-Mobile did it at all. Only thing up is that it's going to be locked.
Well, that's T-Mobile's thing. They've been debranding stuff, but Verizon, you got to pay that tax, cuz.
You gonna get a Verizon stamp on the back?
Yeah, you got to pay that tax. That's Verizon tax. Samsung big enough, they ain't got to do it no more.
Yeah, because I think Verizon's only getting the OnePlus 8, and it's like $799 instead of $699. At least where I saw that somewhere. I think The Verge or something had it on a video or a story or something like that.
Yeah, that $1,000 8 Pro ain't gonna move, man. It's not enough. It's not a big enough selling point.
Shout out to Kia 2 Technical and Keystone Tech. They both said sup and yo.
Yo. Alan Anthony said they put the 5G logo on the back of the Verizon model.
Oh, okay.
They love to put that Verizon stamp on everything. But so as far as this, as far as this device dropping, I mean, it's news, but I kind of think we've seen it coming. The biggest surprise of the day was just the price to me, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, Will D, it is $100 more at Verizon, taking the base model, making $100 more, and that's going to be the budget device. You know what I mean. But I mean, hey, I ain't mad at that. You know what I mean? I like Verizon, so you never know. You never know. You know what I mean? You
Like I
might
said,
see.
Well, so Verizon charge more because they're doing the ultra wideband. So it's gonna be the same phone. It's just because it has an ultra wideband radio in it. Just like with the G60, they just charging more for the same specs.
Yeah. And like I said, it was a very polarizing day today because of everybody knows OnePlus history, man. I mean, as much as we understand how things progress, this right here cut at a lot of people, man. If they have any type of history or they know anything about OnePlus, but people who don't know about OnePlus, if they walk in the store and they just looking at the prices and they're just saying, hold up, what's this phone? It's a OnePlus. Hold up, and it does this and this, and it got the same thing as that phone got, and it's $300 cheaper than a Samsung U Ultra, because they're gonna be about the same size, of a Plus or a U Ultra. They're gonna they might sway. They might be able to pick up a OnePlus based on just what they might be reading at that stand in the store. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Definitely. You never know because people
know.
Tech people definitely gonna know, but there's some people out there that might have some interest and they might be into tech, but because I know techies that's out there and they don't know about certain brands. You see what I'm saying? That come from certain countries. Like it's people that's into tech, but they don't know about like OnePlus, different stuff that I put people on. But I know guys that's into tech, and I might tell them about they be like, I need a little, $100 phone, $200 phone, a little budget. I be like, try this Yumi Digi out. It's people that know about tech, but they don't know about some of the brands that us that's really into it know about. Got the tech baby on deck.
Yeah, like I said though, this one hurts the tech community more than the everyday customer. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be people, cause like you remember last year when I walked into a T-Mobile store when that T-Mobile 7 Pro was out, people were saying that 7 Pro was selling better. I had some reps that was telling me, man, we had 6 of them and they're gone already. I was getting the last one, or it was just stuff. I was hearing stories like that a lot in the T-Mobile store. They were shocked at how fast they were going. And what's funny is a lot of the T-Mobile people who work there, they crack me up. They don't know. I know you guys experience this too when you walk into a store and they think they're trying to out tech you or out trying to tell you something. You already know the real deal.
Yeah,
At Best Buy, they do that a lot too.
Oh, it'd be terrible, man.
Half the time they don't know what they're talking about, and you dang near telling them what the phone got.
One time I went to the store and they told me, I'm like, listen, the LG G4 was just about to come out, and they like, hey, well, I'm like, I'm trying to get the G4. I'm a T-Mobile actually. I was gonna try T-Mobile, so I'm like, yeah, do y'all have the G4 yet? The lady was like, no, we don't have the G4, but we got the G3. I'm like, what? Like that's what I'm saying. But people don't realize, like, to a true techie, that's like total disrespect. All right, spectacular gadgets want to know who getting the OnePlus 8. Who picking it up?
I think I was gonna pick it up.
Rob picking it up. I don't think Tech didn't pick it up.
So at this point, man, there's kind of like an elephant in the room with OnePlus. The highest thing OnePlus is $1,000, right? 256 gig storage, 12 gig of RAM, 120 hertz display. The Oppo Find X2 Pro got the same specs, except it's got 512 gig of storage, and it comes with leather back, and the cameras are definitely gonna be better. Mm-hmm. Like it's gonna have top tier cameras, and it's like a couple $100 more. So at that point, that's what I'm kind of torn between. When I told him between, I would spend the money on that than the OnePlus, unless I go on Verizon and see the cameras on point. I'm just shaky about them cameras, man. It just got me traumatized.
He's traumatized.
You know what? I'd rather take a chance on OnePlus cameras
Then buy an Oppo phone from
than my history with LG.
Oh, damn!
Then the baby even heard that. That's crazy.
Hey, BG, cut him out. BG, get him out the stream. How can I fuck. I should have my own channel. Cut him off.
Before Oppo makes OnePlus, right?
Oh, I know
like
that.
The screen on the one.
I mean, I know that.
Yeah, but if I go into the Verizon store and I'm really liking what's going on, I wouldn't mind having a little OnePlus pocket shoe to do something different.
You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it.
Hey, BG, get the 7 Pro. You're going to be impressed with that. When you get that 7 Pro, you hooked.
Yeah, 7 Pro. Like I started out, the first one I had was a 6, and that was the first time they went to the glass back. I was like, man, this is all right. But after a couple of days, especially comparing to the top tier stuff, the 6 was a step in the right direction. The 7 Pro, that was there. Build quality, battery, screen, the haptics, like just using that phone, like it's like going back and forth between my 10 Plus and that phone. I mean, it was clearly better hardware.
And then that pop up front facing camera, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? That's the one I want. Yeah. That's the one I want because I've always wanted to try that. But how much?
Get that one, and you in it. I'm telling you, they're gonna pull you in with that one.
Look, man, I find a good price, man. I might get one tonight, man.
They all good prices, man.
They are,
especially with this 8 just dropping. Yeah, 7 Pro, man. They good prices. And the reason why the reason why I knew the 7 Pro was the gas, and I wasn't just making it up in my head, was I got a homie who, like, if you ask him, he don't care about phones.
I might have to try that out, man.
I'm telling you, get that. You in.
Yeah, man. Because my homie, who don't care about phones, he's cheap. He's bought 3 7 Pros because he on T-Mobile. He's bought 3 of them.
So not the 7T, but the 7 Pro.
Yeah, 7 Pro. Don't get the 7T.
Right.
I mean,
7T, the one with the circle on the back.
Yeah. I think T-Mobile has a 7 Pro like at $499. So you probably get a used one on Swapper cheaper than that.
Not all $449.
Or is it $449? Right?
Let me check.
I don't know.
Let me say something. It's worth it at $499.
Oh yeah, it is.
Easily.
That phone was a great phone.
At $499.
It's worth that, man. As long as it's under $500, it's worth it.
Yeah, and when we say worth it, we don't mean like, that's how much it should cost. We mean like that's
your experience.
A whole lot of phones.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. That's gonna be my next device, man. That's gonna be my next device. Tech for Your Needs said the only rep store workers I trust in is Micro Center. Yeah, Micro Center, they know they can build your computer right then and there in the store within a blink of an eye. They know exactly what they talking about.
At T-Mobile, the 7 Pro is $450.
All right, I might just go ahead and drop that bag off there. Yeah. Right there. I might not even buy these.
Yeah, there you go. T-Mobile.
I might go
They got it. They still got it on OnePlus's website too. I don't know if you're gonna wait though. It'll take too long to get to.
Yeah. And OnePlus been doing OnePlus been doing the thing where they advertise the phone on their website, but then the only one they sell them is the T-Mobile variant.
Right.
Because they're doing that with the like the 6T, I think. It's like $350.
Yeah.
Or $399 or something like that, but you gotta go through T-Mobile.
But that 7 Pro about the size of is it about the size of the Ultra?
No, it ain't that big. It's the same size as Note 10 Plus.
Oh, okay. But that display, man.
It's all screen.
Yeah,
it's all screen, man.
Yeah.
Did any of y'all check out? This is off topic. I'm sorry, guys, but did any of y'all check out that Nikon where they was doing the free camera? The classes on that website that you normally would have to pay for was all free. they all free up till April the 30th. And I was checking some out. It's good information. It's kind of camera specific, but at the same time, it's some camera tricks in there. And if you're not down with the terminology, you can kind of like learn some terminology. If you're not all the way there,
right?
It was definitely. It was. I was watching it last weekend.
You think about going into the camera mode?
I mean, I have been thinking about it. I haven't pulled the trigger yet. I really don't want to spend the bread on a new camera, honestly. Like if I get something, it'd probably be like I want to get like maybe like a Canon.
Well, let me recommend try to buy a mirrorless camera.
That's what a Canon or the mirrorless cameras they have in Best Buy by Sony.
Sony have the A64 is totally legit. That A64 will have you looking crisp. I'm not a Sony guy. I'm a Canon guy, but I'm telling you and it's at a good price now because Sony is releasing their new set of phones. And you could probably get that mirrorless joint for under 800. Easy.
You want my Canon SL2?
If you don't go Canon, do you plan on shooting 4K?
I don't know. I really don't know. I like
because the reason why I asked with Canon, if you're gonna shoot 4K, and you talking, the M50 is legit. All right, M50, but it can only go 4K at 24 frames per second. But the thing about Canon, what makes Canon so versatile to me, is they give you regular software updates, and you can use it as a webcam.
Bet.
Canon works really good. Sony works good too, but for some reason, Canon works with a more software that's out there. Whether it won't work with StreamYard, because StreamYard is a browser-based type of deal, and it'll be kind of hard. You gotta buy too many other software things like Camera Twist and all this other mess, and to try to get that to run through StreamYard. But the M50 can be used as a webcam. It can take regular pictures, and it's an excellent video camera.
For real, that's what Spectacular Gadgets just said. She got the M50. But so in the M50, you said would be under 800.
M50, you can get an M50 for under 500.
For real,
or 500, and you can get a kit lens and put together a nice little kit lens set for about $700.
Okay, that sounds like my stimulus money.
Just look at some videos. Check out some videos, man. Just while you off, man, just look at YouTube videos about them Canon cameras, man. Them Canons are legit. Canon guy.
Shout out to Tech for Your Needs. He said he's out. His dinner time, and I'm about to go cook some dinner. And Homeless Call said, "Yo, what's good?" Homeless Call's in the building.
Yo, what's good?
Quarantine up there in Dallas with me. Well,
you getting out
4 hours away.
Yeah, I gotta hop off, guys. Good chopping up with y'all, man.
We're gonna go ahead and just do an exit then, because it's been an hour, guys, and we just want to talk a little bit about this OnePlus device. So anything else anybody wanted to say, or before we, I ain't want to just keep going and dry out. You know what I mean? And lose the folks, you know what I mean? I want to leave y'all with a cliffhanger, because next time there's gonna be a bottle of Hennessy involved. Man.
You know how I go with that.
Right. But everybody good?
Yeah,
I just wanted y'all to get an LG V60 and enjoy the phone like I am, but
okay.
Maybe tell LG sell the phone to people. My T-Mobile store still don't have none.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Just order it online, bro. What are you waiting for?
It'll be
T-Mobile won't let me go on there and just buy a phone, man.
By the time I get here, it'll be like be Note 20.
Exactly, man. They're talking about May something. I'm like, y'all tripping.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, y'all.
Shout out to Harmless Call, man. Came through and everything Harmless. But we out. Stay 100. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.